Elizabeth Holmes went on trial Tuesday for a $10 billion criminal fraud charge, and not many people actually know who she actually is and what went into that fraud charge. $10 billion from some of the world's most well-established investors, support from state officials, lying to the public about their health, firing employees left and right for no good reasons. I'll put it this way, her story is the closest well-publicized thing to a serial killer's in the history of big tech. If you're anything like me, maybe you hear the name Elizabeth Holmes and think, wow, that sounds like the name of a serial killer or a crazy person. I don't know if it's the first name Elizabeth or the last name Holmes or both, but I've kept an eye on her from a distance because she kind of is. So who is she? What can we learn from her? Obviously not that much other than some common sense, but it is interesting how people are apt to react to potent levels of charisma and Machiavellianism, even on, collectively on large modern scales. This is a brief story of Elizabeth Holmes and what she did and why she's on trial today. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam and I want to make self-growth normal. Usually I have like a ring light or something. Like the lighting in this video is horrific compared to my other ones, but that's because, we just moved to Pittsburgh and all this other stuff. In a week or so, I'll have everything back up and running in terms of consistency with filming and whatnot. But welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is Sam. I want to make self-growth normal. If that's something you're open to, because people shouldn't have to look this information up. It should just be mainstream knowledge. Please make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. My greatest source on this is a book called Bad Blood by an investigative reporter named John Carreyrou. It's an excellent book. It covers a lot. I'm going to drop a link to it in the description as well as a link to my review of it. This man interviewed over 100 people in an attempt to expose Theranos, and he kind of did. He exposed her company Theranos, kind of like Morgan Spurlock did with Super Size Me, except he actually canceled the company. McDonald's is very, they're very much alive now. Kind of like how also Gabriella Cowperthwaite did with Sealand in Blackfish about the psychopathic killer whale Tilikum.
Sam, can you stop rambling about killer whales and McChickens and start explaining yourself?
It all started when she was born. Elizabeth Holmes was always a quirky kid. She was telling people from a very young age that she always wanted to be a billionaire. She began to use this fake, deeper voice to make her sound, I don't know, threatening or masculine. She would always wear black turtlenecks because, that's the color and it's the best kind and
it's the best time.
Is all the time. And I really need to stop with these SpongeBob references. But she always wore black turtlenecks and walked around, of course, with the Steve Jobs, Walter Isaacson biography, reading it over and over and over again. It always seemed like she just tried really hard to be just like him. She talked about Steve Jobs like she referred to him as Steve. Not like Steve Jobs. She referred to him like he was some sort of a friend of hers. It was weird. She dropped out of Stanford at 19 to start a company called Theranos, short for Therapeutic Diagnostics, who they set out to create a small device called the Edison that you use to take a little prick of blood from your arm, and the device very quickly analyzes and sifts through your DNA to show you everything that you did and didn't know about where your health is going. It sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it is. Everyone, when it first came out, said that the Edison was like the iPod of medical devices and that she was the next Bill Gates or the next Steve Jobs. She became the world's youngest female billionaire. Self-made, mind you. But the fact of the matter is that she commercialized a product that either wasn't ready for market or could never be ready for market, or both. Biotech can be risky, but the barrier to entry it's interesting. People left some of the most reputable companies in the world to work for Theranos. Apple, SpaceX, I think Tesla, Microsoft, Google. Of course, they were either fired or they left. It was a mess, really. Customers were kept secrets from and lied to drastically about false blood test results. And after the company reached a $9 billion valuation, surpassing that in the top unicorns of, 2013 or something, by billions of dollars. What was it? I think it was Uber and Spotify. A Wall Street Journal report in 2018 established that the whole company was essentially a fraud, using commercially available machines from its competitors and delivering false results to consumers and false reports to its investors. So what's going to happen to Holmes now? She did all of this. She lied to investors. She lied to consumers. Everything was a complete sham, a $9 billion sham. That wasn't like it wasn't like this Ponzi scheme or something. I mean, it was, but if it was a very well disguised Ponzi scheme. If found guilty, Elizabeth Holmes is subject to up to 20 years of prison, with 12 charges up against her. She and her ex-boyfriend, Ramesh Balwani, also known as Sunny, if you check out the book Bad Blood by John Carreyrou, you're going to hear a lot about him. I didn't like him. He didn't seem like a very nice guy. They are charged with 2 counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 9 counts of wire fraud. According to the indictment, they were allegedly engaging in a multi-million-dollar scheme to defraud investors and a separate scheme to defraud doctors and
Patience.
Holmes has an incredibly manipulative and charismatic personality, despite how inarticulate she tends to be on camera. Who knows if she's inarticulate on camera because she's nervous, or because perhaps she isn't actually able to explain what she wants to because she doesn't really know anything about it. It's easy to jump to that conclusion given everything that's happened, but nonetheless, it's still difficult to prove intent. Her lawyer is trying to point the finger at her ex, claiming sexual allegations and physical and emotional abuse negatively affecting her mental state while she was running the company. But I've checked out the book from a reporter who interviewed over 100 people who were directly involved in that entire case scenario. Definitely didn't seem like Sunny had as much of an influence on her as she had on him. It definitely didn't seem like he had much of a degree on her level of corruption, any more or less. But experts are saying that's basically the only potential upper hand she has on the trial. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Elizabeth Holmes is going to be found guilty? You think she's going to manipulate her way out of trial and actually be found not guilty? And what do you think she's gonna say? What do you think is gonna happen? Please let me know in the comments below. I dropped some links in the description. These might be affiliate links, just so you guys know. If you guys buy anything through those links, then I get commission, which helps me build this channel and keep making these videos. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Also hit that subscribe button, because I don't get why people watch this far into my videos and they don't subscribe. Nonetheless, if you have subscribed and you want to turn it up just a notch and turn on that notification bell to get a notification whenever I drop new videos, that would mean the world to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can find me everywhere, and I will see you then.